Hello, this is Dale Petrock. I hope the day finds you in good stead. I was out at the range yesterday and was planning on testing 22 long rifle ammunition. It was calm and about 50 degrees, and so as I set up, I thought I'd give my Springer a try on the USBR Targets, the mean green or whatever they're called, as I had been reading that high scores on three cards with a Springer at 50 yards on those targets tended to fall in the 540 to 550 range. So if that was across three cards, that's about 180 to 185 points a card, and those scores come from rifles that are built to do Springer benchrest. So I thought, I've got a stock TX200 that shoots pretty well at 50 yards. I regularly shoot it and it gets right around an inch. And I had been trying the Air Nation 50-yard challenges and doing all right on those. So I thought, why not? Let's see what this can do. I also had the gun set up for shooting USA NRA 50 targets, the 2006 versions, which are 50-foot targets, and I've been scoring pretty regularly in the upper 90s, 95 to 98. And so I thought this might work. And so, but the last outing with the rifle was trying to test whether sorting and lubrication made any difference at the 50-foot targets. And so I had been shooting the last several cards, probably 40 or 50 pellets, maybe more, that were unsorted and unlubricated. And so it takes my rifle about 50 to 100 to settle back in after shooting unlubricated pellets to get it back kind of in line with that. So I took it out and set it up and roughly sighted it in, and then started shooting the card with the expectation that I would have to do some adjustments along the way as the rifle starts to settle. But as I started to shoot, the wind started to pick up. Wind ended up, by the time I was done with the card, being from roughly 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock, from 0 to 10 miles an hour, and kind of swirly. So it wasn't the best day, and certainly the gun wasn't set up and tuned to shooting 50 yards from the onset. It would have been closer had I been able to kind of stick with it and do it, but the wind had gotten to the point where it didn't seem feasible. So I put that away and went back to my long rifle testing. It's snowing out today. I had been mulching and doing activities yesterday before I went to the range, and it had been fine. So given that there's an inch of snow on the ground right now and it's still snowing, who knows when I will get back out there to be able to try the 50-yard point. May not be till spring, but the score of 158 that I shot, and you can see I used a target that was had gotten wet once, because I figured, why waste a really nice target on what is going to be probably a disaster. But it went okay. I think I can do better. I think if I spend some time getting the gun set up and tuned in, and me tuned in to shooting it off at that target at that range, I can bring the score up quite a bit. So do I ever think I'm going to be challenging the 540, 550 crowd? Probably not. I'm probably never going to be in that game, but I think I can do a lot better than 158. So we'll see what happens. In this particular case, the video will follow. I'll speed it up, because watching me shoot 24 minutes of slow shooting in the wind, talking to my fellow people at the range, probably is not the most interesting, but it gives you a sense of what was going on, and gives you a chance to kind of watch the shot and what I was doing. May all your shooting be X's, and have a good day. they were just out here the other day. Yeah, they have a whole tactical thing out here.